Hey guys, this week we're headed to North Africa for a menu inspired by the flavors of Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria. This menu, I must admit, is not necessarily traditional North African recipes. It's really more simple to put together dishes inspired by the flavors of the region. And a lot of these flavor combinations were introduced to me by a dear friend of mine who started out as my French teacher. She was born and raised in Casablanca, and over a 10-year span, we got to know each other very well, and she would invite us over for dinner and put together some of the most interesting flavor combinations, things that I would never think to put together. I also credit her for cultivating my love of mint tea. To kick things off, I'm going to show you how to make my delicious lamb tomato phyllo bites with warm feta cheese. Then for our first course, it's a roasted beet salad with gorgonzola cheese, fresh mint, and pine nuts. For a main course, it's roasted chicken legs with exotic spices, served alongside a warm couscous salad and sautéed buttered carrots. For dessert, it's a velvety honey-infused panna cotta with cinnamon oranges and toasted almonds, served alongside Moroccan mint tea. These hors d'oeuvres are the perfect introduction to a North African menu, my delicious lamb and tomato phyllo bites with warm feta cheese. Not only is it delicious, but it looks really beautiful too. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to saute up some red onions. You wanna make sure that they're pretty diced because these are gonna go into small little phyllo cups. So you wanna make sure that they'll actually fit in them. Saute those up until soft and caramelized. To that, you're gonna add about a 1/4 pound of ground lamb. If it's hard to find ground lamb, you just wanna go to a quality butcher or a better grocery store, and if they don't have ground lamb, they can always grind some for you. Saute that up, breaking apart with a wooden spoon as you go. Add some cumin and some salt and pepper. Once the lamb is completely browned and cooked, you want to drain it out with a slotted spoon and put it on a paper towel. Lamb as a meat can be pretty fatty, so you'll see it'll actually produce a lot of excess fat. So you just want to drain that off. However, you don't want to throw that fat away. There's a ton of flavor in that pan, and you want to keep it to saute your tomatoes. Take your cherry tomatoes and quarter them. Saute them up in the lamb fat just until kind of soft. You're going to add some oregano and some salt and pepper. Once that's done, just set it aside. Then it's time to actually build the phyllo cups. Now at my grocery store, I'm actually able to find these little phyllo dough cups already formed, which saves a ton of time. But if you can't find them, you actually could make them with just phyllo dough sheets. You're gonna lay out the cups and you're gonna spoon probably about a 1/2 teaspoon of the tomato mixture in the bottom. You're gonna top that with the lamb and then a few pieces of feta cheese. At this point, you can take these hors d'oeuvres, cover them up, and pop them in the fridge. That way they're all ready to go, and all you have to do is pop them in the oven when your guests arrive. Bake at about 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Remember, all the ingredients inside are already cooked, so what you're basically doing is just browning the cups and warming the cheese. When they're done, you want to take them out and then garnish with a little fresh chopped parsley. And I like to serve these with something light and bubbly. For about $10 a bottle, you can get some cava, which is sparkling Spanish wine, or you could get some Prosecco, which is basically the same thing, but an Italian version. Both are really good choices and will help kick off the party in a really festive way. This week, we're gonna try something new. Rather than give you all the recipes for the menu in one long episode, we are actually gonna give you a new recipe each day this week. Now, if you like the old format better, we certainly can go back to doing that too. Just let us know in the comments. Check back tomorrow and I'm going to show you how to make the first course of this menu, a delicious roasted beet salad with pine nuts, fresh mint, and gorgonzola cheese. It is delicious and I promise you won't want to miss it.